I literally just shot my biggest boar out in West Texas, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days ago. This guy's gonna rival it. North Texas hog down. My plan tonight is to hunt off of this deck. There's a boar that I cleaned out. That's about 100 yards right there. I've got my Fleur 736 Thermostat Pro with my 6.5 Creedmoor over yonder way. I've also got a feeder that's 200 yards. Maybe you can see it right over that way. So my plan is to hunt coyotes and varmints until about midnight, until about 11 o'clock. And if nothing comes out, I'll put out my convergent hunting call. I really want to test these 100 grain AMAX, but I'm going to call it quits around midnight because we have got a boar that's been coming in between 5:30 and 6:30 at another location that's basically a 3-minute walk behind the house. There's another feeder basically right over that way. He's big. We've also got another boar coming in between 1 o'clock and 3, but he's a little inconsistent and he's a smaller one. I want the big guy. So I'll be using the 100 grain AMAX as I stated earlier. And then when the boar comes out, or hopefully if he comes out, ooh, you see that? Oh! I'll be using the 129 grain sledgehammer. So yeah, let's get something down on the ground. Confirmed the 0 for my Hornady 100 grain AMAX, and the night was good to go. I enjoyed a cool Texas 60-degree weather on the deck with my Muttley. At 9 p.m., this raccoon came out to the feeder. He was so tiny that I jumped to a 12-time zoom at just over 230 yards. I needed him to sit still for just 1 second. Not quite sure the bullet hit its mark, but I'll check in the morning. I decided not to use the convergent hunting call because the winds were light and in the wrong direction. Nothing else showed up at the feeder or came out into the field. Since I was going to have an early morning, I decided to call it quits around 11:30 p.m. Booted up Thor on Amazon Prime. 3/4 of the way through the movie, I got a message that a boar walked in. I could tell looking at the game cam that the winds were completely flat and this was going to be a major issue. Luckily, the mini iRay with a 1-time zoom allowed me to watch every step that I took. What should have been an easy 3-minute walk turned into 12 minutes. Now the boar was playing hide and seek with me. I just needed to be patient, and we'll pick up the action from here. I'm telling you, there's no way I would have been able to shoot that boar without this mini iRay. I literally had to watch my feet like this. There's no wind right now. There's no sound at all. Watching my feet to make sure I didn't step on a single twig. It took me easily 20 minutes to walk down there, and it's only a 3-minute walk. And I put one right to the melon. Hog down! The Hammer 124 grain bullet dropped this boar at just over 100 yards. At this distance, the bullet I am now calling Thor's Hammer put this 240-pound boar right into the dirt, impacting her at 2,575 feet per second, delivering 1,826 foot-pounds of energy. The first shot was high above the spinal cord, but enough energy to collapse him into the dirt. The second shot into the face finished him instantly. I said it last year, and I will say it again. This is my favorite bullet for the 6.5 Creedmoor when it comes to flat speed, devastating knockdown, and minimal meat loss. Thor's Hammer. The Hornady 100 grain AMAX also did its number on this little raccoon at 230 yards. Going to continue to do some tests on this awesome mini iRay. I'm also going to test the second round brass, full size versus next size on my Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. I got a lot of great responses from my last hunt, clean, and cook video, so I'm looking for a fat sow for my next recipe. So until then, stay tuned for my next adventure.